Hi, I'm Graham Martin. Good to see you again. I'm the recruitment guy from orchardjobs.com. Today I want to talk to you about something which it's the nice side of job hunting. It's the first day. It's a bit like going to school for the very first day. A lot of people get a little bit nervous, and what I'm going to try and do now is give you some tips. My strategies for making your first day a real success. A lot of this is common sense, but I've very rarely seen it written down. I think this is worth really thinking about. So the first thing is you're going to enjoy it. It's not going to be a normal day. It may be an induction. Maybe you're going to get to meet the rest of the team. Maybe they're going to show you around the premises. Maybe you're going to take you out to see some customers. I don't know. Every company is different, but the day will be different. What is important though is the way you behave on your first day will probably set the tone for the way that people treat you for the rest of your time in that business. So first impressions on the first day are so important. I can't stress it enough. As a recruiter, and having recruited staff for companies for nearly 25 years, the number of times that I've heard companies give feedback about the way somebody's behaved on the very first day, and maybe the company's been a little bit concerned that maybe the person doesn't show them the appropriate level of respect, or maybe they don't behave in the same in the right way. So I just want to give you these top tips, and hopefully they're going to help you do really well on your first day. The first tip has got to be, for goodness sake, go to bed early the night before. You're probably going to be a little bit nervous. You might not sleep that well. Don't go out and about with your friends. Don't go out drinking. Don't go out clubbing. Don't have a late night. Get your clothes ready the night before. Work out what you're going to wear. Make sure you've got shiny shoes. Make sure your bag or whatever you're going to take with you is ready, and that you've got a decent hardback notepad to take some notes on, and a decent pen, not one that's chewed away that looks really bad. Hi Nicole, if you're watching. So just think about that. When you walk through the reception and it's your first day, everybody's going to be looking at you. Maybe CCTV is going to be in the car park. Where are they parked? What does the car look like? And of course, if you're going to be using public transport, please make sure you know how to get there, what time the buses or the trains run, so you give yourself plenty of time. There's nothing worse, is there, than you turn up on your first day, you're 10 minutes late. It gives a really bad impression. You don't have to be there an hour early, but just get there 10, 15 minutes early. Make sure you know where you're going to park and walk in with a sense of confidence. I always recommend that people take with them on the very first day a packed lunch as well. Not something that's going to be smelly or full of garlic, but just some basic sandwiches or whatever, because you may not know what the situation is with the canteen. Maybe people go out for lunch, maybe there's somebody that comes round to deliver, maybe you need to book the day before, I don't know. So just think about taking something with you. And on the very first day, just kind of go with the flow a little bit. Please don't try and impress people. Don't use silly jokes. Don't be inappropriate. Just see how the rest of the team behave within one another. You might remember seeing people that maybe joined school halfway through the term, and it always takes them a little bit of time to get into the way the behaviour is, and the little private jokes and how they behave and so forth. So just take your time, but do take lots of notes. The other thing I would suggest you do is, if you are a smoker, get the mints going. Make sure you're not smelling of cigarette smoke, and make sure, if possible, if you're going to go out for a cigarette, take your jacket or your jumper off. You don't want it clinging to your clothes. You might be working with people that are not into smoking, so just think about that. Think about the lunch breaks. Are they actually having a full hour for lunch, or maybe are people eating at their desk? And try and work out how that works. Over a period of time, you'll establish the kind of flows. Do people go out for a coffee break or a cigarette break in the morning or the afternoon? Again, just go with the flow. But certainly in the first day, the first couple of days, just try and listen, watch. We've got 2 ears, we've got 1 mouth. We've got 2 eyes, we've got 1 mouth. Use them in those ratios. Don't be known as a joker or somebody that comes up with smutty comments. I certainly wouldn't be surfing the web for anything other than work-related issues. And you'll probably get a contract for employment with a manual that will talk about the e-commerce and the email policy. I'd also tend to turn my phone off. Now some companies, ours is one of them, we're happy for the team to have the mobile phones on in the office because it might be an urgent call. We might need to take a call from a client or somebody looking for work. But a lot of companies have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to mobile phones, internet searching or emails. There are anything not to do with work. So just ask. Just follow what everybody else does, and if you're not sure, ask. So there you go. A few top tips for how to have a really great first day. I know it's a bit like going to school, a little bit daunting, but you know what? Most people fit in really well. The other thing I would suggest is that if you're not really happy after the first day, don't throw your rattle out the pram. Give it time. Let it bed in. If you're not sure, talk to your recruiter. Get them to get some feedback for you from maybe your new boss about how they think you're settling in. Sometimes some companies aren't as well organised as other firms. Maybe they haven't got a really good induction process. Maybe you've got to pick things up as you go. And if you're coming from a really big company to a small firm, or maybe the other way around, the culture will be different. So please give it time. I have known over the years some people that last at companies for one day, and because maybe they didn't enjoy it so well on the first day, they leave. And you know what? They regret it. So please give yourself a little bit of time. You're not expected to know everything on day one. In the next video blog, we're going to talk a little bit about how to actually get on, how to be promoted, and how to excel in your new employment. So I hope you find those tips of interest. Look forward to seeing you again. So it's Graham Martin, the recruitment guy from orchardjobs.com, saying goodbye.